proud to host the St. Louis Regional Educational Roundtable. This is our third one that we've hosted, and we're proud to be a member of this coalition. Today's topic addresses the special education needs of our community, and we have an excellent panel assembled to lay this issue out. To moderate the discussion is Anna Rich, Program Director and Education Consultant for the St. Louis Learning Disability Association. Their organization provides education, support, and consultation so that students with disabilities can reach their full potential. The St. Louis Learning Disability Association opened their office in 1993, and this past year they served more than 13,000 children, parents, and teachers have been touched by their education programs and support. So it's my pleasure to turn the program over to Anna Rich of the St. Louis Learning Disability Association. Thank you.
Good morning. I want to thank everyone for making the choice to come out so bright and early and attend this meeting. Like he said, my name is Anna Rich, and I work for the St. Louis Learning Disabilities Association now, but I actually started as a teacher. I've taught children from preschool all the way through college in both the private and the public sector, and I've even taught at a school very much like Logos, a purchase of service school, and I'm sure Dr. Thomas will talk more on that and explain that. Right now, with the St. Louis Learning Disabilities Association, our name is a little misleading because we serve children birth through college regardless of ability or disability. We do everything from diagnostic testing to tutoring to consultation with the schools. Right now, there are several schools that are utilizing our educational consultants on a weekly basis to come into their school and support their staff through professional development. Instead of having us as a resource teacher or as a push-in service where we're in there with the teachers, what we do is we observe the whole classroom. We watch the dynamic, we see what's going on, and then we meet one-on-one with the teacher on a weekly basis in each classroom to talk about what they can do to enhance the curriculum for every child, not just the student that's struggling, not the student that's gifted, every student. We're trying to support them in the classroom. Before we really get into the meat today, I want to talk a little bit about special education and where we're struggling. Many students are not receiving the services they need. There are many reasons for that, but a couple of the main reasons that I see children are not receiving the supports they need. One, some students aren't even being tested. They don't qualify for an initial evaluation. If their grades are good enough, if the child's making B's or C's, many different school districts will not test. It's almost a wait to fail model. Children have to almost be getting F's or be a huge behavior problem before the schools are saying, okay, let's evaluate what's going on with this child. There are many schools that also don't have the resources or the staff to meeting the students' needs. Many schools don't have the occupational therapist, the physical therapist, the licensed therapist, the speech and language therapists to really meet the students' special needs. Some children also fall through the cracks because the school doesn't know what to do. It's not that they're not willing, but very often they're not sure. They don't have that expertise on how to meet the children's needs. By definition, children with special needs require a customized education to reach their potential. They require that. You can't just put them in any classroom with any teacher. We have to customize it to meet their needs. And even if there was such a thing as a perfect public school, that school could not meet every child's need. It would not be possible to have all the programming and all the staff for every student's needs. And every child deserves a program that meets his or her needs. Missouri's been trying for 8 years now to pass different bills that will support tax credits. The model that we're looking towards would make any student with an IEP eligible for a scholarship. The money would follow the child. A parent could select a school that best meets their child's needs. The plan would allow for a school, such as Logos, to do what they do best. They could take in the kids that fit what their school is doing. The children who are diagnosed with autism could attend a school that meets their specific needs. The scholarship that we're going to learn about in Florida today is only serving 20,000 kids, which is only 5% of the 100% of kids. So that's 430,000 kids in Florida that could possibly be being served. Through this and their tax credit program, they are actually saving taxpayers over $150 million. One of the things that people are kind of reactionary towards when we talk about this scholarship program is, well, what is it going to do for me as the taxpayer? What is this going to do to our public schools? And really, it's a win-win for everyone. It truly saves money for the schools, for the taxpayers, and for the state. The method that we're going to talk about today is about bringing change, and a lot of it's going to have to come through a grassroots. It's an easy sell to many professionals, to many parents, because we become the consumers. And realistically, in our society, we are consumers in every other aspect of our lives. If a car breaks down, we decide where to take it for repair. If you go out to eat and you're unhappy with the service or the food, you don't return to that restaurant. We have airlines and insurance companies competing for our business, and it makes sense to do this. If you went to a doctor and he didn't meet your needs, you would change. You would find a specialist that was able to meet your specific needs. That's what we need to do for schools. We need to allow parents to find the school that meets their child's needs. Many people will ask about accountability. That's something our panel will talk about today. And it's really a great system in that truly they're accountable because the parents have the choice. If they're not happy, if the child isn't getting what he or she needs, they change schools. It raises the bar so that the schools are having to meet that student's needs. There needs to be diversity, though, in the private sector. We can't just say, this school A is a great program. We can't just carbon copy it. Then again, we're doing the same thing. We're limiting the different types of programs. We need to have tons of different schools that are each serving the appropriate population for their school. The child is the focal point with this. Truly, so many teachers leave the profession because they're frustrated with the system. The bureaucracy, the red tape gets in between the teacher and the child. And with this system, we change that. I'm here today with the personal goal to make our community aware of some education options. I know there's great potential in St. Louis. I've met amazing teachers. I've seen great schools. I know St. Louis has the resources to make this program work. We as a community, as parents, as professionals, we need to ask for our students' needs to